So here we have Daisy, and this is going to be Daisy's go home video. So it's going to have all of Daisy's commands in it. That way when she comes home, you can refer back to this video, and it has all of her commands and how to do them, and how to fix anything if she breaks during any command or things like that. So first we're just going to start off with some basic sits and downs off the lure, because she is not on a lure for any of these. So sit is up just like that, kind of like you're raising their nose to the sky. Daisy, down. Good girl. Down is like you're pushing their nose to the floor. Good girl, that was a good down. Sit, yes. I always like to give positive marker words when they do the things I ask. Sit, yes. Down. Good girl. Sit, yes. And she does know how to do that sit from the down. Down. I also do just hand signals as well as just the word commands. So, sit, yes. Daisy, down. Good girl. And then we can do just the hand signals. When she finds that treat, maybe she's not going. Yes. Huh? All the way. Good girl. Good girl. I only want to reward her when all of 4 feet and like her belly. So say it is a down, so I want her belly to be on the ground. If it's a sit, I want all 4 feet to be on the ground and her rock back into that sit. Sit. Good girl. I don't want her batting at me with those paws. Down. Good girl. Sit. Yes. Good girl. Down. Good girl. And we'll do one more of each. Sit. Yes. Down. Down. Sorry about that. Good girl. Good girl. Sit. There are some puppies just getting breakfast this morning, so they do get a little jealous when they can hear us and Daisy working out here rather than them getting the attention in there. Sit. Good girl. And then a down one last time. Good girl. Daisy, we are going to be doing Daisy's kennel and weight commands. As you can see, I definitely have those treats in my hands because she is trying to get to them. Daisy here is very food motivated. She's very people oriented and just loves to be around you. And of course, food helps too. So I have the treat in my hand for the kennel. Like I said, we're going to be doing her kennel and weight commands. So I have that treat. I'm going to tell her, kennel, toss a treat into the back of that kennel. Good girl. And then I'm going to close that door. And I'm going to tell her to wait in a firm tone of voice. Okay. Good girl. So if she were to prematurely barge out of that kennel, I'm going to tell her, and then either shut that door again, or if she stops coming towards the front, then I would continue on with that wait. Kennel. Good girl. As you can see, she's not scared of the kennel at all. I do apologize for the other dogs in the background. They do get a little jealous because they can hear us talking out here. So I'm going to tell her, wait. Okay. Good girl. Good girl. Kennel and weight games are a really great game to play for just the sake of playing them, and then when you don't need them, you have those skills down pat. Kennel. So the kennel and weight games kind of make it a fun thing to do, and the kennel a fun place to be. So it really is a overall great thing to do with your puppy or dog. Wait. Okay. Good girl. And you don't always have to do that wait with the kennel. Kennel. And eventually she won't need treats at all. So she really doesn't need treats at the moment. I could just tell her, kennel. And normally she'll go right in, spin around, and then I'll give her that treat. Good girl. Daisy. Kennel. Yes. Good girl. And then I'll give her that treat. I'm going to grab some more treats quickly. The wait command is also very versatile. It can be used for multiple different things. So we use it for in and out of the car, in and out of doorways, up and down aisles. Kennel. Good girl. Come on. Good girl. I'm going to shut that door. Have her do a wait. Okay. Good girl. You go on way. Come on. Yes, good girl. Wait. Okay. Good girl. And then the release word is always okay. Come on. Wait. And she doesn't always have to be sitting down when I tell her to wait. I just want her to wait calmly. I don't want her batting or trying to whine at the door. I want her to kind of just wait patiently, whether it be sitting, standing, laying down, things like that. I still want her to wait. Wait. Okay. Good girl. Good girl. And I'll have her do one more of each time. Come on. Wait. Okay. Good girl. And you don't always have to use treats. You can use toys such as chew toys, plush toys, things like that. Anything that they like to play with. And I do apologize for the puppy barking in the background. You could use long-term treats such as bully sticks or hooves, different things like that to switch it up a little bit. Daisy, no. You always want to make sure your puppy's created with lots of toys, and maybe we use a hospital pad, so that way they are not on the tray itself. Kind of. Good girl. Good girl, Daisy. Good girl. Yes, you're a good girl. So in this clip, we are going to be doing Daisy's place command. So I'm going to show you how we do that, how we go through breaks. Of course, she is very, very young, so breaks at this age, totally normal, and I'm totally okay with that, just because that's how they grow. So I don't want her on that place command yet, but I'm going to tell her place. Yes, good girl. Now, if she doesn't have a lure all the way up there, I can just point to the bed and tell her place. So I'm going to walk around the room just a little bit, telling her place throughout it. Now, the place command has no hand signals. It's just that word place. Place. I'm actually going to step out of the room this way. And I'm going to shut the door. And I'm going to go up and praise her. Good girl. Good girl, Daisy. Good place. Now, this place command is very handy, especially if you have people coming over. Place. And say you want them to come in the door, but you don't want them to get bombarded by a puppy or a dog. Place. So just like that, when she breaks, I'm going to tell her, pick her up as minimal as possible and put her right back on that bed. I have about 10 seconds, or else it goes in one ear and out the other, and you kind of have to start over with that command. So you want to try and get them on the bed as fast as possible after they come off. So I'm going to tell her just, pick her up, put her right back on there. As I was saying, if you don't want them to get, say, bombarded with a puppy, you want them to kind of settle in, settle down before you give them that chance to see the puppy or the dog, by putting her on the place and then letting her off when everything has settled down. Really helps the environment stay calm. And same thing if you're eating dinner. Say you don't want her under the table, or you don't want her whining for food, begging, things like that. You can always send her to the place command while you're eating. Place. Good girl. Good girl, Daisy. Good girl. I'm going to go up and pet her, give her some scratches. Okay. Good girl, Daisy. Good girl. Now I'm going to make this one really, really short. I'm just going to see if she'll go over to the place from all the way over here. Daisy, place. Daisy. Place. Yes, good girl. Good place. Daisy. Okay. Good girl. Daisy. Place. So I'm kind of pointing far up. That way she kind of looks around. Place. Yes, good place. And you don't always have to give treats when they get on that place command. You can walk by if you need to. Place. Place. Good girl. Good girl. So I want to reward that self-correction. So just by giving her positive marker words, yes, good girl. So I'm going to try and walk all the way around the room. So I'm going to start on this side and come out on the other side. I'm going to remind her place in that firmer tone of voice as I walk around. Place. Good place, Daisy. Good girl. Good girl. Give her some lovin's. Good girl. Okay. Yes. Good girl, Daisy May. Good girl. Good girl. Let's do one more time. Daisy, place. Yes. Good place. So I'm going to walk around the room the other way. Place. Good girl. Good place, Daisy. Good girl. Place. And I'm not going to give her that release word or the satisfaction of any treats until she comes off. So I actually walked into a room down here, and I'm going to come back out. Good girl, Daisy. Good girl. And then I'll give her that release word. Okay. Yes. Good girl. Good girl. Yes. That is a very good girl. In this clip, we are going to be doing Daisy's sit stays and down stays. So I'm going to show you how we do those and go over them. Daisy. Sit. Come here. Sit. Stay. So I'm going to put her right into a sit stay. The stay is the flat open stop sign like hand telling her to stay. Now this is a very structured command, unlike the place command where they can do whatever they want on that bed as long as they don't come off. The stays, they have to sit if they're in a sit stay, and they have to down if they're in a down stay. Daisy, stay. I'm going to go out of sight with her. Good girl. Stay. Stay. I really don't want her swiveling, but we're going to let it slide for this one. Just because going out of sight, stay is very hard on young puppies like this. So there we go. She's going to come up. I'm going to pick her up, put her right back in the same spot that I had her in, tell her to sit, stay, stay. And I can flash that open hand here and there. I don't always have to say stay in that firm tone of voice with the hand. I can just flash the hand here and there. And I can go up and praise her when she's being a good girl. Yes, good girl, Daisy. Good stay. Good girl. Nice and calm. Stay. And then when I back away, I tell her to stay again. Now I want to be calm because I don't want to get her amped up. I don't want her to stand up thinking, oh, I'm so excited I lost track of what I was doing. I want her to keep in that mindset that she is still in that stay. Again, I'm going to go out of sight. Okay. Good girl, Daisy. Good girl. Your mouth's a little wet. You just drank a ton of water. All right, you want to do one more sit? Stay. Sit. Stay. Stay. Good girl. So she did correct herself that time. Now she is in a very awkward position. So I'm going to try and keep this one a little shorter. Stay. As she's trying to keep herself up. Now, as long as she stays in that structured sit and stay, she's being a good girl. Okay. Good girl. Good girl. Sit. Down. Stay. Put her right into that down stay. Now, it is very nice because she isn't on a lure, so I can just tell her to down from me standing, and then I can also tell her to stay from me standing, and it's just very fluent, very easy. Stay. That way I don't have to bend down, and then pick myself back up, and then she's going to think, oh, I want to get up. If she's getting up, which is not the case, pop her right back into the down. Stay. Daisy. Stay. So I'm going to pop her right back into the down stay. Down. Stay. Stay. Good girl. I'm going to go up and praise her. Stay. So she's getting excited. I'm going to go up and gently praise her. Good girl. Nice and calm. Stay. And then tell her to stay as I'm getting away. Good girl. Okay. Good girl. Good girl. I'm going to have her do one more. Sit. Daisy. Sit. Down. Stay. Put her into the down stay. 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 Pop her into the down. Stay. As I go around the side. Stay. I'm going to go around the side again. Stay. I don't want her moving. I want her to stay in that same spot and not swivel around to follow me. Good girl. Okay. Good girl. Yes, good girl. Good girl, Daisy. Good.
So here we have Daisy. Today we are going to be doing Daisy's leash walking. I walk her nice with a loose leash to my left side. So I have a treat in my hand to lure her along my left side. Good girl. When she jumps, I just want to make sure I say for that. Good girl. And then when I stop, I want Daisy to come sit next to me. Sit. Yes. Okay, Daisy, this way. Good girl. Right next to my left side. Good girl. I'll give her some treats just to promote that positive behavior. This way. Good girl. That attentive focus right on me. Make sure she stays untangled. There we go. This way. Yes. If she goes out in front of me, I'm just going to say, easy. Good girl. We do practice leash walking quite often just because I want her to know and be able to walk nice to my left side. So when she goes onto the wrong side, as you can see, she's over on this side. I'm going to take that treat and have her spin around right back to my left side. Good girl. And then continue walking. Good girl, Daisy. This way. Yes. This way. Good girl. Give her that treat because she's being good with that attentive focus. And people focus right on me. Let her chew that. This way. Good girl. This way. Yes. So like I said before, if she were to go out in front of me, I just tell her, easy. But Daisy here, very good at leash walking. So she kind of just sticks to my left side. Good, Come on. And then when I stop, I want her to sit. Good girl. This way. Good girl. Yes. This way. This way. Good girl, Daisy. This way. Yes. Good girl. Come on. Hey. Yes. Good girl. This way. We're gonna go up some stairs here. Come on. Come on. Yes, good girl. And then turn around and go back down. Come on. Yes, good girl, Daisy. Good. Wait for her to sit. Yes. Good girl. Lots of praise. Good girl, Daisy. Good girl.